Hey everybody, Mo here, and in this episode of Deck Guides for Dummies, I'm going to be bringing you guys the Yordle in Arms Poppy Lulu deck, and this version is going to be the Vandal City Demacia deck that plays rallies. And plays Demacia with Fleet Feather Tracker, you get rallies with Pursuit and Ages and stuff like that. The idea of this deck is to be some kind of a Tempo Swarm style deck where you fill the board up with a bunch of units, and then you can cast Yordle in Arms, give all of your units +4/+4, so now you have a really large attack. In the later stages of the game, if you have 8 mana available, you can do Yordle in Arms and then Relentless Pursuits, that way you can attack twice, and that will almost all but guarantee to kill, finish your opponent off if you can get to that state in the game. And this deck is extremely strong. You have a bunch of really good early game pressure with things like Fleet Feather Tracker into Yordle Smith. This is kind of like going Fleet Feather Tracker into Young Witch, as the same idea, where you give your quick attack to your challenger unit, and then you can go, after that you go, okay, now it's Lulu into Fleet Feather Tracker, or you can Lulu the Yordle Smith, where's he at? The Yordle Smith, and then Yordle Smith will give Lulu quick attack and everything quick attack anyways. And it's just, you have a whole bunch of little tiny synergies. This deck reminds me a lot of early on Zed Sivir, where you just played a bunch of little things of like quick attack and vulnerable, but this time it's quick attack challenger. And then your big finisher, instead of having a giant like elusive OTK, is you just play Yordle in Arms and make all of your units ginormous, and then make it so your opponent can't really block you. So yeah, I really like this deck. I know a lot of people brought this deck to seasonals. I know people played this deck in world championships. I know, like, for instance, What Am I got out of groups and went to world's top 8 playing a Yordle in Arms list somewhat similar to this. So yeah, I think the deck is extremely solid, and I can't wait to show you guys some games with it and show you how to pilot it. So before we get into the games, I wanted to remind you guys that 60% of the people that watch my videos aren't actually subscribed to me. So if you guys could do me a huge favor and click the subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year to start 2022 off extremely strong. So if you could hit the like button and then leave a comment, that would help me out so much with the YouTube algorithm, and it'd make me a very happy guy. So that's it for the intro. Let's get into the games. Hey everyone, Mo here, and before the video begins, I just want to let you guys know that my schedule is opened up for me to do coaching again. So if you're interested in private one-on-one coaching for me to help you, whether you're a newer player and you want to excel at the game very quickly and learn the fundamentals without developing any bad habits early, or if you're an experienced player who's already maybe platinum or diamond in your top 1%, but you need some help filling in the gap to get you to that 0.01%, to make you just some of the best, then hit me up on Discord, and I can get you in some private one-on-one coaching lessons to help you polish up any skills you want to refine and help you learn all of the secrets to becoming a top player. That's it. I hope you enjoy the video. Alright, so we're getting Ziggs, Poppy, Burn, so this matchup shouldn't be too hard. We're attacking on odds. Ideally, we could attack on evens. That way we can go like Fleet Feather on 1 into a nice quick attack challenger or barrier challenger. But all in all, this is okay. We kept the Telescope because Telescope can give us a bunch of value. We didn't find a 1-drop, so that could be pretty bad if he starts swarming the boards with things like Legion. Rear guards, if they open a triple 1-drop, we could be in a lot of trouble here. Fortunately, they don't. I kind of just like playing Telescope because it kills off the Legion rear guard. Tenor of Terror is really nice. We can play the created Tenor of Terror, and it activates both Tenor of Terror. So here we might just do Brightsteel Protector or Vandal City Mayor. Let's see what we draw here. Golden Ages, that doesn't really help us at all. So let's just go ahead and do the Brightsteel Protector so we can actually block and kill the Stone Stackers / keep like Sharp Sight mana available and stuff. You can play Ziggs. We can swing into the Ziggs. They're going to block. We have Sharp Sight here. So we get to kill the Ziggs pretty easily. And then next turn we get to Tenor of Terror. Have a bunch of good blockers. Worst case is like a Poppy here. No Poppy, so that's really good for us. So instead of playing Tenor, we can actually just play Vandal City Mayor. Because we're not under too much pressure. Another Tenor is actually not that bad. Yeah, let's just fill the board up with Tenors. Just have a bunch of blockers from here on out. Telescope, sure. As long as we just don't get infinitely telescoped, we should be looking okay. Oh gosh. Well, alright, I see a problem now. That was pretty good draws from opponent. We can do this. We get to keep all of our units. Yeah, the telescope off of Mayor creating the Serpent is really good. We're playing Hearthstone 2.0, so we can't really play around all of these created cards from our opponent. But all in all, it should be okay. So we can start with created Tender of Terror into Lulu and just kind of attack. Maybe not attack anymore. Let's see. Goodbye, Mayor. We just say okay. Actually, I'm down to attack. We have enough stuff here that... Well, we have enough ways to refill the board with these other 3 Tender of Terrors that we don't care too much about our hand. We're just going to kind of get aggressive here. Because we're going to need board space anyways to make all of these Tender of Terrors good. And we're going to have to deal with this Lecturing Yordle with 2 combat. So either, like, forcing him in a block here makes it so he can kill the Lecturing Yordle next turn on a block, which is really, really nice. Double Golden Ages is less than ideal at this state in the game. But it'll be good eventually. Once we get like a Yordle in arms or something, we should win the game. So all we have to do now is stabilize and not take too much more damage. If we can avoid taking a gajillion damage, then we should be okay. Sure. I'm surprised I'm surprised he isn't attacking with the Lecturing Yordle. Alright, no big deal. We can Tender of Terror. Hopefully get another playable unit that's not a Golden Ages. And yeah, the downside of this deck is if your opponent plays a bunch of removal, you could be in a lot of trouble. If you ever draw Poppy, you're really, really happy. This deck is extremely good with Poppy. This is one of the better decks to this is one of the better decks to play Poppy in. So, okay, so he can't even play the Poison Dart. So, I guess that's why he didn't want to attack with the Lecturing Yordle. I'm not sure. But we are at 10, so we are in range of, like, Double Decimate or some crazy stuff. We did get that. We did get our Yordle Smith, which is a feels good, man. We can start doing some good attacks. Unless he plays, like, a 3 HP unit. If he plays a 2-3, we're going to be very sad. Let's see, what you got, P-Tash? What you got for us, P-Tash? So yeah, so we're really just looking for a card to help us close the game out here. Loping Telescope, sure. Wait, and that's going to be, like I said, the Poppy or the Yordle in arms at this point. Because we have the rallies, so once we find something that can make use of these rallies by, like, buffing our units or doing something, then we get a lot of... we can get a lot of value out of these Golden Ages. Even just like a Lulu at this point, because we can make the Yordlesmith big enough to give everything quick attack. And if we can give like this 3-2 quick attack and stuff, then we can be extremely happy. So this Decimate, I'm assuming. Oh, Treasure Trash. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and kill you. Maybe we can draw something here. Yordlesmith. Okay. Not the greatest of cards, but we've drawn worse. So we can just pass here, let our opponent play their 3 cards out that they got from Treasure Trash. Let's see, what you got for us, P-Tash? We'll let you play all 3 of your Treasure Trash cards. There's one. Okay, we pass. I'm not trying to play into an Avalanche or Ruination or anything like that when it's not needed. There's 2. We say okay. Okay. Wow, his hand was really bad, but we take those. Okay, another rally. Jesus. Alright. Okay, we're not going to play this Yordlesmith because we already have 1 Yordlesmith, so double Yordlesmith doesn't really do anything. And I'm probably just going to want to do some type of double, like, Golden Ages. Or Golden Ages Relentless Pursuit or something like that. So far we're looking pretty good. So far we're looking not bad. Okay, so that's very reasonable. We're going to say okay. Get rid of our base of burden. So yeah, Yordlesmith only giving quick attack to units that have equal to or less power than it. So because the other units had 3 power, they didn't get the quick attack here. So we're going to Golden Ages our Tenor. They could easily just fervor it with like Chemist or something like that. Let's see what happens here. hopefully we can just run them out of units. That would be best case scenario. Yep. So looks good. They could not block the Yordle Smith. Oh, what is this? Oh, Fervors to negate the... Yeah, or Pokestick, sure. Sounds good. Alright, so I think I am going to want to rally again. We can put him to 1 HP and at least get rid of his board, like get rid of his Ziggs, and then next turn we can just do another rally and win. Let's see if he has the Fervor this time. No Fervor. Alright, so that's good at least. So he's at 1. Now we have Yordle Smith with rallies, Mayor with rallies, so we should be winning this turn, unless it's another, like, crazy treasure trash turn. Poro Sled is nice, because we can Poro the Sled rally, and then the Impact is just nice, so Impact is good, going super wide is good, give it Quick Attack, fine. Quick Attack is not Overwhelm, so we can take those. We just block like this, because we don't want to take more damage. We play this for 4 mana, and then we can rally for 3 mana, so... Decimate, so we say sounds good, man, and you're dead. So that whole game we didn't even have a pump spell, like we didn't draw a single Yordle in arms or a Poppy, and we're still able to match our aggro opponent's tempo. And that's something that's really, really good about this deck, is that if you're against an aggro deck, you can just play just as many units as them and create just as many cards as they do, because you play things like Yordle and Tenor of Terror, and then eventually just be able to run them over with things like rallies, or like I said, if we drew a Yordle in arms at any point in time, that game was super over. A Poppy, that game was super over. And so this just proves that we didn't even need those things, and we still had lethal through treasure trash and all that stuff and decimate. So let's see if I can get 1 or 2 more games in here for you guys. Felipe! Alright, we're against Zoe Nami. So fun fact, this deck is actually really good into Zoe Nami. At least the PNZ version that I played was, because you just open with a bunch of like cheap units and then you can Yordle in arms and they die. Unfortunately, we didn't draw any cheap units. What is this hand? Oh my lord, this is the worst possible hand. We play so many 1-drops and 2-drops. Okay, well, maybe Telescope can save the day. Sure, we'll just grab a Trickster here. Oh man, that was so unfortunate. It's okay though. Maybe we can salvage this hand. Maybe we can find a way to salvage it. Line them up, kill off our Telescope. Sag. Oh, what is this? Oh, make it rain. Okay, so he's just clearing my board. Sounds good. I mean, the good news is they're not going to have leveled Nami on 4. Bad news is I lose my everything. We can just refill the board next turn with, like, Poppy into Trickster Telescope. Our Yordle in arms will be active, but it won't really matter. We could also just do, like, Telescope, Yordle Smith, Poppy. I don't hate that, because then we can find, like, the Challenger unit off of that or something. Kingpin isn't crazy. We can take Moonsilver. Moonsilver will be nice. Yep, because now we can do this. Moonsilver. Have you. And we don't want to block, because if they attack and they, like, Pale Cascade or something, I don't really want to, Got that off of Burble, okay. Our opponent's pretty good at this game. Yeah, we wouldn't have wanted to block, because now we just get to play Poppy. Dang, that card would have been really good last turn. But all good. I mean, Nami still isn't leveled, so we're definitely not worried. Or not too worried now. We'll eventually get to Yordle in Arms Golden Age. It's going to cost 9 mana, but we should be able to set that up on our next attack turn. Or we just get to open Yordle in Arms, attack, and then Golden Ages. That'll also level our Poppy. So, this game looks pretty set in stone. Unless they invoke a stun 2. That could be the only thing keeping them in the game. I don't even think... Yeah, I think it's just that. I think it's just invoking a stun 2 could be a problem. So yeah, block Poppy, that's fine. If they try and kill Poppy here with, like, Pale Cascades and shit like that, we have Rangers Resolve. So yeah, so you can do that. We have Rangers. Keeps our Poppy alive. Our Poppy will get the +1/+1 back at the end of the turn, so it's all good. Yep, so it won't die to like Make It Rain or a what's it called? Double Trouble. That's fine. So we're just gonna play Tenor of Terror here, and next turn, like I said, we'll have enough mana for the Yordle in Arms Golden Ages. So Sparkly Fly, sounds good. So we open with Yordle in Arms, and even if they find a way to kill our, oh wait, so 10, so now we have enough mana to actually play the Relentless Pursuit instead of Golden Ages, so we can play Yordle Smith to give everything quick attack. This way they don't actually gain any life off of the Sparkle Fly. I say give everything, it's really only going to give itself in this 2-attack Tenor quick attack, but all in all should be okay. We only get punished if they have exactly main decked Star Chart into stun 2. This is the only thing that actually punishes us here. Because even if they develop a Nabi and start going, like, start blasting spells, it really doesn't matter. Because our units are going to be too big for them to deal with. So she can cast a bunch of spells, the Nami can cast a bunch of spells and pump everything. But at the very worst, things just trade, and then if I have just like I'll have 1 or 2 units that go unblocked or that live, and then I just rally and he dies again. And like he just dies off of the rally. So even if he had Nami that game, I was still winning really, really hard. So there you go. Deck beats Nami Zoe really hard. That's actually one of the main reasons I wanted to bring it to seasonals, was because this deck is really, really good into Zoe Nami. So yeah, so that was a pretty quick game. Let's see if we can get one more game in for you guys. Alright, so we're going to plunder this game. This matchup should be fine. We should be able to just go too fast for them. We don't really want 1 HP units, but we do kind of want cheap units. Yeah, we'll try and see if we can find a better units. We're going to give the Ranger's Resolve to help us against things like Parlay and Make It Rain. His hand is not very good, but at least we have Poppy. So yeah, so this is just like last game where our hand started off really, really bad. Maybe we can make up for it by drawing. Just like Lulu and Tracker. There we go. There's a Tracker. So now we can do like Tracker and a Bright Steel. Or very worst, we can just block the 2/2 with our Tracker. Yep, sounds good to me. Let's Yordle Smith here. Next turn we get to Poppy. What is this? This is gonna be like Make It Rain. Sure. He's setting for like Make It Rain, Make It Rain. I'm assuming this is gonna be a Catfish. Yep, there's Catfish. We say, sounds good, man. Sounds good, man. And so now we get to play Poppy. This will get quick attack, so it can't be blocked by any of this stuff. If they have another Make It Rain, we have Ranger's Resolve to say fuck you. Alright, so bad news is our Poppy is going to go down to like 2 HP, I believe. Oh, no, our Poppy's just dead. Because I didn't play around a card that's not supposed to be in my opponent's deck. So that's my fault. I should have definitely played around that. You know what they say. If your opponent's in Freljord to build water, make sure to play around Sharpsight. So, yeah, that's my bad. I'll take that one. One day I'll become a good player, and I'll be able to play around every single card that could possibly be played around. Let's see. +1 attack. I like the +1 shield at this point. Things are getting kind of low on HP. I don't want to get hit by any other shenanigans. They're going to say, okay, we can't really do much here. Mayor's not bad. Mayor's not bad. Okay, Tenor. We're kind of getting places. We're kind of schmoovin'. We're kind of schmoovin'. This even gives my 3/2 quick attack now because it got +1 from the Poppy. So, feels pretty good, man. We get nice swing. The only good block he has is he can Grifter onto like one of these or something. Yeah, like that's fine. Because then this can't block anything else for the rest of the turn. And then we just get to rally after this and be pretty happy. See, Make It Rain. Oh, he actually hit my 2/1. Dang, that's pretty crazy. That was a pretty good roll for opponent, but it shouldn't really matter. We're just gonna Relentless Pursuit here. They have leveled champions, so we have to try and do stuff here before they start playing Sejuani and frostbiting our board. Pretty unfortunate that that hit our 2-1 and our face. It would have been okay if it either didn't hit the 2-1 or hit the face. Like if it hit the 2-1 but not face, or if it didn't hit the 2-1 and hit face, because then we could have represented lethal. But because it did both, we kind of just lose, because now he just plays Sejuani and our board gets frostbitten. Okay, no Sejuani, that's pretty good. So we'll give you barrier. Okay. And then we'll give you barrier, Mr. Base Baboon. And we should just be winning here on impact damage between this attack and the next attack. Sure. It's a good thing I barriered my 3-1 because he has snake, so now he can't kill my 3-1 next turn. On top of the fact that he has to block literally everything here and lose his entire board. And he keeps 1 unit. Okay. So we should be winning this game. Luckily, he just didn't have champions. If they had a champion, like either Gangplank or Sejuani, we would have lost this game, but they also had to get pretty fortunate by nabbing a sharp sight and having the Make It Rain hit both face and the 2-1. So all in all, it went both ways. He got really lucky and then got unlucky with champions. So cool. But yeah, that's the deck, man. The deck is extremely strong. We just went nice, like quick 3-0 with it. I've been recording for maybe 30 minutes. So it's a very, very fast deck if you want to try and like race your way. If you're still trying to hit platinum or diamond or gold or something or masters before the season ends and you want a very quick deck to climb with, I highly recommend this deck because it is extremely fast and you are good against Zoe, Nami. You're decent into like Darkness and Pink City because this version is playing triple Ranger's Resolve, so it's hard for your opponent to get like a nice Whale or a Vile Feast, stuff like that on you because you play Ranger's Resolve. And a lot of decks just in general can't really deal with Yordle and Arms. Like Yordle and Arms Rally, Poppy Rally, stuff like that is extremely hard for them to deal with. So I hope you guys enjoyed the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed the games. Let me know in the comments below what deck you want to see next on Deck Guide for Dummies. Again, if you guys do me a huge favor and click the subscribe button and comment down below, it'll help me out with the YouTube algorithm. We're trying to hit 5,000 subs by the end of the year. Go ahead and join my Discord. Link will be in the description below so you get notifications on everything. Go follow me on Twitch because I stream on there almost every single day. And that's it for the outro. I'll see you guys in the next video.